So if you're watching this video, it's probably because you are not progressing in the gym and you want to get stronger, So I'm going to tell you how you can increase your bench press by 50 pounds. I'm pretty confident, at least if you're new in the gym. New guys might be or guys are already like in the gym and like already doing that, might be a bit harder for them because they're experienced and they already gained a lot of strength. But for you new guys, you'll be able to do this pretty easy. Alright, so for number one, I don't even do this right now, but you gotta bulk, basically. How do you expect to get stronger if you're not eating enough? You gotta get that protein so you could get your muscles stronger after you mess them up in the gym. Think of protein as, what's a good way to put it? Think of protein as medicine for your immune system. It'll heal your muscles and it'll make you feel even better than before. And just make sure you're bulking. I'd bulk by like 500 calories because one, you won't gain too much fat. Two, you'll gain a good amount of muscle. And make sure you're eating right while you're bulking. Don't dirty bulk like I did. You'll look like this. Wait, I'm looking kind of good today. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Hold on, let me get... Sorry. Wait, I probably shouldn't do that. Nah, it's fine. Yeah, just bulk up, bro. If you're... Oh, I'm eating enough food. Oh, I'm already eating a lot. Track your calories. Alright. Sorry, that might have caused a lot of noise. Track your calories, How can you be sure you're eating enough? Like, you might be saying you're eating until you're full. Like, you gotta eat until you don't gotta eat more, It's as simple as that. Just make sure you don't make the single mistake I did and dirty bulked. Right now, my body kind of looks good, like I'm kind of getting there. But it used to be worse. Like, I used to be like, I'll try to find a picture and put it right here. But I used to look a lot worse because I dirty bulked, and I just don't want you to do that. One of my friends are kind of dirty bulking right now, and because he has a fast metabolism, it doesn't really affect him that much. But it'll build up for sure if he doesn't stop. I think it's actually cutting right now. Never mind. But do that. Make sure you bulk up. Tip number 2: progressive overload. All right. Best way to explain progressive overload is, say week 1 you are curling 25 pounds. Week 1 you're curling 25 pounds. You can barely get 8 reps. Week 2. You do 25 pounds, 8 reps again. It's starting to feel a little bit easier, but still kind of hard. Week 3, okay, it's kind of getting easy now. And week 4, okay, this is getting really easy. I think I gotta up the weight. That's progressive overload. It's making the weight heavier over time, so that you don't gotta do as much reps, and you still know you're doing a high enough weight. That's why, like, I hate seeing other guys in the gym whenever, like, they're lifting very light when I know they could be doing heavier, Like, at least make sure you're struggling during your set, If you're not struggling during your set, you're probably not going heavy enough. Like, I used to be doing like 40-pound dumbbell bench press, and that felt a little bit too light. So I moved up to 60, and it felt a lot harder, And that's really what progressive overload does well for you. And it really helped me personally, ever since I learned first from it. Jeff Nippert, by the way. I'd go watch him if you need more gym advice, because he's a lot smarter than me, but I can tell you based off experience. Alright, I'd say tip number 3 is you want to get your protein in. General rule of thumb for protein is, I'd say 0.7 at least for, like, if you're cutting, go for 0.7 at least. And if you're like bulking, go for 1 gram. So that way you're ensuring you get enough protein for each pound of body weight. You know. So basically 1 gram to 0.7 grams of protein per pound of body weight is the basic rule of thumb. Right now, and make sure you go for your goal weight. Right now, since I'm cutting, it's gonna kind of be hard to get 180 grams of protein at a 2,150 calorie deficit. Oh my god, calorie deficit. But it would be much easier if I went from a goal weight, and it would make more sense to do that instead. You know, why would you do 200 grams of protein at 2,150 calories? That doesn't make sense. You'd want to do like 140 if that's your goal weight, and you know, just go for your goal weight instead of your current weight. And like, but for example, if you're bulking, like let's say you're 160 and you're bulking up to 180, you do 180 grams of protein. 160 to 200 grams of protein. It makes more sense to do that, especially if you're eating more calories. You know, just get your protein in. You know, and one other thing I would recommend doing is training to failure. Look, I know it's a trend going online, but listen, it really. Hold on, let me show you something real quick. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm pretty sure I have stretch marks right about there. And that's all thanks to training to failure. I really don't think I'd have as much muscle as I packed on if I'd never trained to failure. Because I would have just stayed training at 4 sets of 12. Like, that's probably the worst thing you can do, in my opinion. Just because, like, that's the most basic thing. You don't know anything about the gym, and you're not doing a high enough weight or nothing. And training to failure really make sure you're doing a high enough weight in the right rep range. You know, my friend says, "Oh, training to failure isn't really that good." Really? Then explain to me why I was able to increase my bench press by 50 pounds. Actually, no. But yeah. Train to failure. Really that simple. Like right now, I feel like, for me, I feel like so wide while I'm walking, and I think that's because of the muscle I packed on, which is all thanks to train to failure. Now, you're probably wondering, hey, what supplement should I get? Well, only things I would recommend is a multivitamin and a creatine. I get flavored creatine because by itself it kind of tastes terrible, essentially. So yeah, get a flavored get protein powder, but make sure like it has the right ingredients and it doesn't have any unnecessary stuff. Like if you know that Santa Cruz guy online, I'd get his protein powder because it's healthy, has a good amount of protein. It's whey. I think it's whey at least. I'm not sure, but I get that. Usually go for whey protein if you're cutting, and go for like a mass gainer protein if you're bulking, because you'll get the same amount. You'll get about the same amount of protein in each, but it's the amount of calories that matters. But you can get a protein powder if you want. Depends if you like it or not. If not, just get like a lot of high in protein foods. You know. Here's why I recommend creatine. I do creatine, I use it, but it's not like an unnatural supplement, you know? Like, you just, literally all it does is it puts water to your muscles, you know? So, like, it'll make you look better, because it'll take the water out of your face, and it'll put it to your muscles, right here. And, or right here. It's not really focused. So, just take some creatine. You notice your muscles are starting to get bigger. You'll actually gain some weight when you take creatine, but that's not a bad thing because it's getting put into the muscles. So don't worry about if you're on a cut and you gain a couple pounds after you took some creatine, because that's just the creatine and the water getting saturated into your muscles. But yeah. Once again, how do I know this works? Well, simple. I started the gym barely sorry. I started the gym barely being able to do like 150-pound bench press, and now progressing to now, I can do 205. And mind you, I started at 135 like the start of the school year, and I'm already at 205, and I'm cutting. Imagine how much you will get as a beginner if you just bulked. That would be absolutely insane. But I think that's all for the video. Gonna try to edit this one, and see ya. Get strong.